Hello everyone, Venner is here. Let me check everything as usual, because I'm streaming so often. That's always a problem. There's like always some kind of a problem. Okay, do I have everything? Yeah, I have everything. Okay, it again. Hello everyone. Today we will be checking out the AI changes for Total War Warhammer 3, because there is an AI campaign beta, yes, and we are on this beta branch right now, and as I said, we will be checking it. Okay. This is the blog that was posted by Creative Assembly 10 days ago. I sadly did not had any time to check it out because it was crazy few weeks. First of all, January was full modding of SFO and making the release for Whispers of the Isles, and then right after the release of SFO we had to release the game Whispers of the Isles. Then we had terrible flu for 2 weeks with kids. There's like a flu epidemic in Poland right now, so it was crazy. Oh, Nerd, hello, you're always on time. Did you see the mod for the battle AI where the dude just gave all the AI flanker so the lords don't charge solo into an army? What? I didn't saw the mod. Can you post it somewhere on Discord? I was not in modding of Total War or anything. The only thing that I had a resemblance to getting back to life, I had a chance to play Avowed recently for the last few days, when I'm still enjoying it. There's a big shit show under the video that I posted, which makes me funny. For the algorithm, Robovin Films, thank you for the algorithm. Okay, post it on the Discord, the link. I will check the mod. So someone just made AI flanker, because this is like, if you don't know, if you go to a table, this is like an actual vanilla table. Land unit, I think it was land units or the main units. Skirmisher, no. This is not AR category. What was it? Melee main units? I don't remember. My brain is not good recently. No, it was land units table. Capture. Yes, this is the AI usage. So this is the only thing that you can change about the AI, and this really doesn't change much. How? Hey, Brett. So what? Someone just changed this to the flanker. He did AI usage group tables. AI usage. The whole table or what? AI usage group tables. And what? He changed what here? That everyone is a flanker? And it worked? Did it actually work? Is it better? Okay. Let me check this mod. Okay, AI coordinate assault. Okay, let's download it. Let me check it. Oh shit, that new pack. Okay. Opshop content. Coordinate assault. He actually edited one table, and everyone is just a flanker. Oh fucking, it's working. Tell me, this is actually working? But is it improved? Because if it is, then Mr. Incanta, sorry if I butchered your name, you're a genius if it is working. Okay, I've been playing this game. Day one, for the first time, the enemy front unit's armored Corsa flank attacked me. I was stuck. This mod definitely helps. Excellent as you show this to the developers. Nice choice of image. Okay, like a more informal comment. Considering there are a lot of comments concerned about the same thing, Ranch, and you just keep having to explain the same thing, I made a suggestion to include a video explain of a battle including ranged units. So ranged units are also flanking right now? I don't understand. Yeah, how it behaves after against ranged units. Did anyone tested that from people in chat? Because it, as I said, if this is working, then it's genius, and then it's genius. You mean corn side having no archers or the players having no archers? In this case, perhaps you can include another video example of ranged faction behaving differently. I already mentioned that I explained in another comment. Second, if you are continuing conversation that you talk to me imperial distance units. What do you talk about the other distance units? Okay, he went into argument with the person in comment. I don't want to talk about those things. This is interesting for sure. I don't know if this will be working, but what's the description of it? By the way, this mod prevents the AI from sending some of its fastest and or most powerful units into battle before the bulk of the army has reached the enemy lines. Yeah, this is common that they split the army. This is very common in all Total War games, I think. Many of you have probably experienced this behavior, which often occurs when AI is the attacker in the battle, where it sends its flying general or other units into flying long before the bulk of the army to attack. Okay. I've shared some videos so you can see the difference. Okay, how it works. It seems the behavior is close to right to the flanking units. Where the army doesn't have flanking units, it sends all its units to attack as quickly as possible. Flanking units are usually fast units that arrive at the battle much earlier than the bulk of the army and try to evade for the rest to arrive, but they can't always do that. What this mod do? This mod gives all units in the game an ability to flank. As a result, AI creates the free attack group, the main force, the right flank, and the left flank. Unlike in vanilla game, these groups can be made up of any unit and are much less likely to rush ahead in combat, although this also depends on many factors. Yeah, that's usual with the AI. That's why it's so hard to adjust AI. In general terms, based on what I have observed in 100 battle I tested, if it's true, then respect if you tested 100 battles. This improves AI performance regardless of the type of battles or units present. In some battles, the improvement is more noticeable than in others. It depends on the composition of the armies for sure. It should be compatible when you're on the mods. It's compatible because it's editing one table that is safe compatible. That's crazy. That's AI coordinate assault. That is actually freaking crazy. Mr. Encanta, did you make any other mods? 95 other mods? Less agents, green skin mechanics. This mod improves green skin factions by adding some features and working others. Some other stuff. I really want to make like a mod showcase, something like that. But it's like there's always something in the line, you know. 8 peak mechanics. This mod enhances the rewards. So improve diplomacy, the building search is better, okay. Book of Nagash for Azak. I mean, that's nice. It's fitting for him. AI coordinate assault. Okay. I really need to check it out if it's actually working. I recognize the modders. I think I've used a few of his mods in the past. He have 95 mods, so he's very productive. Total Siege Redone he had also on his main page. Never heard about this mod also. There's so many mods recently. The range of towers has 10 to 24 inch has been set to value. Added more units as possible attackers, defenders on the walls. It's not possible to build any type of building. It is not. Oh, that's a good change. Capture points has been annulled. Expect for the final. So the only final score, necessary points has been reduced to capture secondary points. The time building machines has been reduced. That's like base, like every mod is doing that. This should be a base game thing. The impact on auto resolution of siege mechanics has been reduced. Attrition due to siege has been changed from 10% to 2. I'm not a fan of this change. A bonus for capture points has been eliminated. I will now attack walled settlements more frequently and not only in coordinate when they are vastly outnumbered and defended. Yeah, this I need to really change. Hey Henry, hope you're having a good day, lad. Thank you, Spooky. It's fine. I'm having more time for myself recently, gladly, because it's a bit slower down. We are still in a cycle between big updates. In SFO, we didn't start on the big update. We are more like checking bugs, checking your feedback, and so on. And I was focusing a bit more on whispers recently, and myself. I made a Avowed video, and I have a plan. Next week we'll have two games, other games than Total War. Probably I will do a video about Total War or a stream. It's easier for me to do a stream. You need R and R. What is R and R? My biggest issue is still like to see CA fix siege battles so they attacks intelligently. You know what? Rest and recreation. Rest and recreation. Yeah, that's a nice word. I'm always saying that about the AI changes and so on. Why those things are not the best in Total War games, especially Warhammer games. First of all, making AI is always hard. Especially it needs to react to the player behavior. Legend of Total War videos are great with that because he shows how stupid the AI is. And if he's always playing smartly, then you will never lose against AI. It's just AI. But in campaign terms, why it has so many problems? Because over time, from Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 3, all factions received all their own mechanics. And AI does not use those mechanics or use them in random order. Because many of those mechanics are very specifically adjusted to specific situations, and the AI doesn't know where to use a specific mechanic for a specific situation. So AI will be always stupidos. That's true. That's one thing that is always true. That's why AI has to have cheats. Everybody wants something different with AI as well. Some people want an AI that acts like another player, others want AI that is still dumb so they can win and feel smart. Looks at Chaos Warriors AI not using warband upgrades. Yes, Gabe. Gabe, this is Gabe. Very good feedback. Warriors of Chaos is still not able to do warbands. It doesn't do warbands anymore. I didn't saw Warriors of Chaos using warbands. Gabe is amazing in terms of his stuff, and he was helping a lot with the vampire accounts recently, rework, because he was doing all the dilemma systems. I need to make a video, but I have a list of videos to do that I wanted to do like a year ago, and there's still not no time. Because when I'm making a video, I wanted to make it very good. When I'm doing double modding, I don't care about the other games, but if I want to make a video about Total War, it needs to be a good video. And I don't have time to spend the whole day of making one video. Oh, they don't use warbands. They had it pretty well, I guess. I don't remember if this is the case still, but I remember that AI had hidden recruitment for the units. Or auto warband, something like that. For sure, to this day, Greenskin WA system, it's not working the same for AI and the player. For AI, it just triggers at the set turns. If they have set amount of armies or settlements, it will just trigger. The WAG is just triggering. So it's automated for AI because, again, AI is too stupid to use it as a player. What I see at the moment is that the AI is sitting in the cities, recruiting and gathering its armies around it, but not swarming out. Yes, this is also a different problem. Let's go with this is like the blog that CA posted. For me, the most important thing is the faction potential, because faction potential is a system that is about cheats in Total War. I made a video about it when Total War Warhammer 3 was released. So AI, depending on players' power, received points. And the points in specific ranges gives cheats to the AI. And this is the old pack, so the actual vanilla version, and this is the new one, the beta. Handicap effects. Okay, let's check it. Let's see the differences with the effects in a moment. AI doesn't know how to use tons of mechanics, so I just cheated to emulate. Yes. AI needs to be emulated. That's how it always was. So I'm not like impressed by it. Let's call it. Okay, Let me check. So unit gets, this is the, you know what? Let's make that we see both screens. This will be the new one. Okay, let's make it that way. This is the new one. This is the old one that we don't see. Meh. Campaign value. How can I make it so it's visible on both sides? Okay. Michael, be smart. Be smart in this moment. This is your time. This is your time. Be smart about it. Okay. And I will do it that way. Okay. First of all, experience. AI gets to 100 experience more for units. That's a lot. The range of it is this. Are the ranges different? I'm looking very fast. The ranges are the same. Okay. So first of all, AI, depending how good. How is he so smart? No, I'm not the smartest person. I'm cunning person. I always say that I'm cunning. I'm not smart. I'm cunning. So AI, depending on, and this is shitos. This is quite shitos in my opinion because it gets, okay, so it gets very fast. Doesn't matter. AI units gets experience 100% faster than the player. Why? This is a good change because AI is having way less battles than the player. So AI units without those bonuses will always be lower chevrons. It seems that there is no changes here. Yeah, I'm checking. There's no changes here. And they said there's a change here. Okay. You know what? So if there is no change, let's read it. Okay, we made 5 tweaks to the faction potentials for this beta. A slight increase of major A faction range. Okay, so they start with different. Slight increase of faction potential wave in auto-resolve. Lower the minimum faction potential minor factions can have. Moderately increase the maximum potential bonus for the A faction under Shroud. Small increase of base faction potential for a faction. Okay, so AI is starting on the bigger potential. So we will get to it. Does SFO change AI? No. We tried to change the AI so many times. It's almost impossible done by the tables only. You know, there are several mods that does it, and I think they do as much as possible, but it's never the result that I will be happy with. It's extremely hard to do. Okay, I will tell you about how many cheats the AI gets first, and then we will see how much cheats they start with. Because it seems that the cheats themselves didn't change, how fast the AI gets the cheats changed. Okay, so AI can get up to 100 more experience against the player. Both for units and the characters. This is important. Both for units and the characters. Construction cost, AI can get 80%. And this stacks with technologies, landmarks, the faction effects, and so on. So AI, without much of a problem, can get to 100% construction cost reduction without much of the problem. Recruitment cost, 60%. Stack it with the bonuses, can get to 100. It's harder, but still there. Replenishment rate, AI gets 12 replenishment rate. This is a lot. So AI can get up to 12 more replenishment rate. Upkeep is 50%. So upkeep AI can get to 50%. Growth, 100 more growth, which is quite important that it's only building growth, not the horde growth, which should be here in my opinion. If we go to this table, there is also a table that is campaign difficulty handicaps. And this table tells us about the bonuses that AI gets when the game starts. So for example, AI on legendary difficulty has 80% resistance to attrition. So don't bother with any attrition against AI, especially higher difficulty. It starts at 30, 50, 60, 70, 80. So easy, normal, hard, very hard, legendary. High elves get free influence, but this is again the things that we spoke about. AI gets a minimum experience gain from battles, so this is that the AI cannot get less. Replenishment for characters. This is quite important. So all lords, agents, and so on for AI gets 16 up to 16 replenishment. Starting from 10 gets to 16. Yet again, we stack it with the one from potential, so it's 28 replenishment more. A lot. Research rate. They don't have research cost. AI doesn't have a research cost. It is hard to give the AI the respective faction mechanics in Immortal Empires. Give the AI the respective faction mechanics. What do you mean the respective faction mechanics? Please elaborate on that. AI doesn't have the cost for technology, so if they have gold or the resources, it's free for the AI. Ascension of the characters so Warriors of Chaos, 70% cheaper for all the difficulties, which is a lot. Experience gain for units are quite crazy, as you can see. Oh my god, it's actually 400,000. AI has 400,000 XP increase for Marauders, and what the fudge? Dignities, yeah, doesn't program the AI to use those mechanics. Yeah, they don't. Oh my god, 400%. Okay, that's a lot. Cargo costs. So caravans doesn't cost anything for the AI. They are free for the AI. Those are the stuff for the Chaos Dwarfs. Yet again, AI doesn't know how to use the Chaos Dwarfs resources. It just gets it for free. This is small. AI also gets more recruitment points than a player. That's normal. Always was that one. The Skull Throne, 50% cheaper for the AI. Skulls, 100 per turn. They are just starting with it. The resources are normal thing. I agree with the AI needs the resources, so this is fine. Yes, I'm looking for things like the recruitment cost, replenishment, no bonuses for the replenishment, which is fine. Upkeep, no bonuses. Attritions, again, the thing that we spoke about, up to 80%, so AI doesn't fucking care about the attrition. In SFO, AI has no attrition resistance depending on the difficulty, which is way better in my opinion. Recruitment points, as I said, AI always have more than the player. Horde growth is here, I see. Yes, they have a horde growth, and they also... No, this difficulty is for the player, because you see, it's thick human. And that's it. So there is not much more cheats, let's say, from the previous versions of the game. But let's check. The faction potential... difficulty overrides. Yeah, the difficulty overrides is how much, how hard your difficulty is, how much AI starts with. So not only that AI gets different bonuses depending on your difficulty, but also potential, but also it starts on more. Resources should increase over time, the way it won't be outclassed in the late game. Start at 0 and increase every turn. There is no effects, from what I know, that increase the amount of resources or gold per turn. There was recently one effect for it. Oh, there is in Dwarf Delves, but it's scripted. It's a scripted effect, and it's only for income, from what I know. And you cannot stop it. So it could be problematic on a way, I think. Okay, so in terms of here, let me just... This is the old, because I want to compare tables, yes? Let's see here. Resize the columns. And, okay, so on easy, it's like 50, hard, legendary, 100... 75. Okay, it doesn't seem that there is a lot of changes or any changes. So going to this table, so you have those ranges from 0 to 400, and they get the maximum bonus. So if you start on a easy difficulty, AI starts, AI will get 50 or minus 50 depending on your faction, or 0, potential at the beginning, yes? But if you start on legendary, let's say that they are 25% 25% of the way to get the max bonus already done. Yeah, so they will get the max bonus 25% faster. So all those crazy bonuses that we were talking here, like the free buildings, replenishment, growth, almost free upkeep, and experience increase, and so on. Yes. Those kinds of changes to be scripted, you can set conditions. Okay, that I know. I know what you were talking about. Okay, so, but they said that the factions are starting more. A slight increase of major array of faction strength versus minor factions. Let me check. Campaign potential. Base value, roll, random roll median, random roll upper bound. Okay. I know what is it, and I will tell you. Relative adjustment, penalties faction. Okay. Okay, let me just compare this one. Potential categories. Are there any changes here? I don't see. Know how easy it is to do? You can post it and you will see the changes. Okay, I can see. That's interesting. It's lowered right now. So those tables were actually lowered. 75, the base value. So they actually changed the potential of many factions. So they start with less. But look on some things. For example, the AI Kazrak, or let's go better, Katarina. So Katarina is starting with 175 potential. Now, if you're playing legendary, then she's starting with 275 potential. So she is needing only 125 potential to get the full AI cheats. So with one province, she can have infinite armies. Because, yeah, with 50% upkeep production and construction cost, few technologies, she can just go. 125 potential that she's missing right now, the AI, would be around 2-3 provinces for the player. Tank beer, greetings. So you understand everything that I was saying? I need to drink some water. So this is how cheating works in Total War overall. Better you are going, stronger you are, it's more likely that AI will get a lot of cheats and make it very crazy cheating. Cheaty stuff. But they change the potential, lower the minimum faction potential for minor factions can have. Okay. Increase the maximum potential, bonus for AIs under the shroud. Okay, I know what is it. So this is different. So changes here in terms of how many cheats the AI getting were not changed that much. I would say they are a range of 10% changes, which is good. It means that there is not that much. Yes? Let's look on potential modifiers for... okay, this is the potential modifier. This is the one table that we also need to check. This is the potential modifier. It wasn't changed at all. Okay. Nothing was changed in EA auto-resolve in terms of potential. Let's check. There's a Kai table, which is one of the most important tables that tells AI what they need to do on the campaign map. Kai personality, how it was called? Task generator profiles, task, I think it was. I need to check it. I don't remember all the tables. Attachment system generator profile. Hello. Task again. Very nice name. Get a task again. Get the S. Task generator. Kai personal to Kai task generator tables. Source domain. Oh, you mean what is this? Task domain, define region. This is probably some kind of grouping table. Oh, we need to go. No. I'm almost there. Where was this table? Yes, this is the one. Okay. This is the table. This is one of the most important tables in the game. Okay, active prologue. This is a table that it's good to compare right now. Okay, so we will see. Let me just go task again. And we will compare those tables. So this is a table that, as I said, is very important. Is this something new? No. Because it will tell us what changes were made to specific scenarios. Okay, this is good. I'll just copy the new values on the old values and we'll see if something changes. Okay, this first one. Okay, so first table, lower the priority, lower chance for AI to do the specific action. Okay, defend all settlements when enemy forces is in our territory. They made that AI does it less often. The AI will less often defend the forces when the enemy is in their territory. It means that they will less often go to the settlement and stay there. Okay. No changes, almost no changes in anything here. Actively defend, so it means that all the values for defending the capital were lowered by 10-20%. So it means that AI should actively focus more on attacking than defending. Okay, this is the change that they did. Actually, it's reflected in the tables. And that's really it. That's really it here. That's very little changes because by the way, those changes that they did here are almost meaningless. Should be meaningless because this is a table that I toyed with it and with other models for ages, and only very high values make the changes, like 10, 20, 50. 50 is like very, very, very big. Like if they changed something from 1 to 0.75, I think it won't be noticeable at all. Hard to judge. Okay, let's look on aggression. When test desired attitudes, decision-making improvements. We tweak how the AI assess the strength of a rival faction, measures how close their armies are, and thus how much of the threat they pose. I don't know what could tweak that. Negative multipliers for unknown factions that AI is neither at war with, nor aware of through alliance or other diplomatic interaction. We tweak these to make the desired attitudes to unknown faction threat negatively more warring between AI factions. Okay, so they make that the AI in the fog of war will more often have negative diplomacy, which is fine, because diplomacy is not working in a way that if you have a big negative diplomacy and you are a strong faction, then AI won't attack you. No. There are thresholds for the diplomacy with a percentage, and higher the percentage, AI rolls and then just declares a war on you. I feel like a lot of CAs literally just modders because the original hard-coded files are legacy Shogun ROM 1 content. I cannot confirm that because I didn't mod those games, but I'm guessing that a lot of stuff in the code in Warhammer still are from those games, like Shogun or ROM. Query system. During investigation, what's causing many causes of idleness, we discovered a fundamental problem with how the campaign AI detects foreign forces and how it reacts to them. There are two different mechanisms to detect foreign threats: a simple query system and an influence map that shows the extent of every force's range and strength of interaction with assets on the map. The problem what we discovered, this subsequently fixed for this beta branch, had to do with the query system. In Sunday campaign, AI exists a separation between assets that move and those that do not. Movable assets, okay, I understand nothing from it. Defensive posture. Okay, so they said about the defensive posture, so they lowered the value for defending. From what we saw from the tables right now, Mm, I don't see the changes to AI aggression so far, at least. From those tables, at least. From those tables, I don't see any increase in aggression, which is interesting for sure. We can remove it. Where we can also look, like the most common tables that are usually edited. Of course, the thing that we modders think that is affecting AI may not affect it at all, and this is just a FOMO effect, and only CA knows. So the most common tables were not changed much. The actual change that AI will defend their capitals especially less often, or go into the defense stance against AI if they are on your territory, is actually true. That's how it's looking, at least. Campaign variables, this is defend. How to change the aggression? Personality. Oh my god, there's so many personality tables. I don't think they would change personalities, because personalities are not value based. I think they are increasing aggression simply by reducing defensive values, but like you said, generally changing values in small margin doesn't really give that much of a change in your personality. The higher value, so bigger the aggression, no, the higher value, it's more likely AI will do specific thing. Okay, let's go back to this table, to the task management potential. This is the most important table in terms of modders editing AI. So you have a specific scenarios. Attack nearby settlement if friendly army is present. Yeah? Agent attacks neighbor settlement if friendly army is present. And there are different groups that can affect it. So, Chaos Gate Destroyer, so those are only the chaos groups that have this specific task to do. Let's go with something more simple. Recolonize gate. Attack all enemy forces. This is the easiest thing, let's call it. So, if an AI is an aggressive group are it means that the personality of this specific AI is aggressive. As if you go to the diplomacy screen, you see the traits of the AI. The turtle, aggressive, and so on and so on and so on. And all AI has their group. So if AI is an aggressive group, has the value of 5, so quite high, that will attack your forces, enemy forces in a minute. Yes? The default one is 4, so a bit smaller as you can see. But a forest dweller specific one, so forest dwellers would be wood elves in this scenario, they will attack you less often. But the hordes have the highest one of 7, so they are more likely to attack you, and so on and so on. But in task generating groups key, we also have player values. You have a specific tasks that are against player. So, for example, AI can have a value of attacking all enemy forces 4, but his value for attacking all player forces is 5. It means that we will more often attack a player than the AI. This is the player bias that everyone is talking about in Total War for ages, and it's there. And this is how usually the values look. The values against the player are just a bit higher. Hence the player bias, yes. Did I explain it properly? So this is how AI more or less works. Yes, there are also way more tables that work on the AI. There is also something that I usually try to edit, but it was not always working. That is allocation personalities. So it means that it changes how much money, gold, AI spends on a specific things. Yes? So, for example, how much gold it's spending per turn should spending on the army. Yes, and how much percentage of the whole stuff it should be spending. This table has a lot of problems. Why? Because it's you should start teaching. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a teacher, but no more, please. I was, by the way, for many years, I was making lectures on Comic-Con-like events in Poland, on PyrCon, Copernicon, and so on. I was talking there about modding and about creating own place in the business of internet and so on. It really boils down to wave commands, and they're the created AI that acts based on ton of variables, but it boils down if and not the statement. Yes, the problem with AI that it's not reactable, being honest, in Total War. So this is not AI that you have in StarCraft games. Because StarCraft has one of the best, StarCraft 2 has one of the best AIs ever done. It was done like 20 years ago, almost 10, when StarCraft 2 was released. A long time ago. But it's simpler game. StarCraft 2 is simpler game than Total War. Because there is a lot of variables, and as I'm always saying, Total War, Warhammer, especially 3, it's a very complex game. It's extremely complex game. But let's get back to the fundamentals of budget allocation. So, the thing is, with the budget allocation, is that AI each turn should be spending a specific amount of money for buildings, for army, and so on and so on. The problem is that with the faction potential that was introduced in Warhammer 3, AI has increasing cheat over time, getting to the point that it's having free recruitment and free upkeep and so on. And this is what fucks up with the AI in Warhammer 3 usually. Why? Because AI doesn't want to spend money on, let's say, storm vermin units, because it's the tier of the units is better allocated there, money allocated there. It will spend money on full army of clan rats instead of half army of stormer vermin, because it's faster for it. And AI, which is stupid in Total War, it's always trying to get the army, full army, as fast as possible. And it's not taking the better units, but the cheaper units. That's the big problem with it. There was an idea ages past by a few modders, I don't remember the name, to block AI recruitment of low-tier units by making that AI does not have recruitment buildings as player, making that on every specific tier AI would have only one recruitment building, and this recruitment building had only recruitment of a specific units, because you can make that the units are, let's say, if the clan rats are tier 1, then the building on tier 5 will also have a clan rats. You can make that it's only on tier 5 or only tier 1. Yeah, you can make the specific units for the specific tiers. That way, we would make that AI is recruiting specific units on the specific tiers. That way, we actually will have the storm vermin for armies and not the clan rats. The other small problem with this is that AI does not move to the better provinces, that have recruitment. Meaning that if AI has a money and it's in the small settlements, when there is only recruitment on clan rats, even if there is only one turn of movement to the province that have the storm vermin, abominations, and so on, it will not move to the better province. It will stay in this one province and fool the army, which is another problem. So you need to add recruitment and global values. Yeah, the net is nerd. Sorry, I'm butchering your name. This is one of the solutions. We taking away local recruitment for AI, increase the amount of global recruitment, because with global it's not a problem. AI on global will always recruit the best units. But with the global, there is a problem. You need to give a lot of cheats to AI. First of all, recruitment times for the global. The second of all, also the gold. So even more gold, because recruitment of global is doubled. It causes a lot of problems. First of all, makes that when you play against AI, and AI is able to spit whole freaking armies without any problems wherever they are. They don't need to get back to the province. And this is what is happening, because right now the game has recruitment, more global recruitment points for the AI than for the player. So it causes this situation. The second problem is that some factions do not have global recruitment, like the Dark Elves. Dark Elves are struggling for years right now because they don't have a global recruitment. It's not a problem for the player, it's a problem for the AI that is not able to get the more units. Similar thing is with the hordes. With the hordes, the problem is that AI of the hordes is always set to aggressive. As you saw, the hordes aggression was 7 when normal factions were 4. So means that AI playing as a horde will always try to find an enemy and fight it, never waiting a turn to make buildings. Never making more buildings means it never gets new, better units. And the horde AI is that's why it's fucked for so many years. More or less, of course. I'm vaguely saying what I understand about the AI for Total War. I'm not a specialist of it, but this is how I see the problems with it and so on. And I don't see the solutions for them. Okay, so overall, those changes look very, how to say it, not simple, but surface level. And I think it's a very good call. Why? Because there is a lot of scenarios and a lot of things that can vary how the AI will act. By lowering AI behavior of defending, increasing the potential a bit, the starting potential, so it starts with more cheat, should actually make that AI will be more aggressive. They were also talking about this bug of idleness, so that was just a bug. Okay, when you fix that, AI should act more dynamically. Is it acting more dynamically? You need to tell me, because I didn't have time to check it. But this is how more or less it is looking with this a campaign AI improvement beta patch, let's call it. So in my opinion, after a brief look, I will need to test it more. I plan to make a campaign about it. Testing this branch, beta branch. I think the changes are good. And this is a good direction. AI didn't receive more cheats, which is important. We just changed the focus of it to be less defendable, more aggressive. So yes. That's my idea. What do you think about that changes? Do you think that the AI changes should be way more dramatic even than what we have right now? Or like a surface level, one by one with every rabbit is good? In my opinion, it should be surface changes from time to time. Why? Because we can react if something's fucked up. The biggest problems with creative assembly in the past, in the big updates, was always the fact that there were major changes introduced to the game that didn't have time to be tested. They didn't have time to be tested. And those changes usually ended very poorly for the game. And overall the systems. Oh, my back. So yes, I was expecting a bit more here in terms of those changes, but I would need to sync to the tables more. The coordinated AI changes that we talked about at the beginning, the mod, is way more interesting in my opinion. So yes. Okay. Maybe in the future we're getting AI like the first AI boss in Mir 5. What is Mir 5? Mir 5? Mir 5. What is Mir 5? Mir 5. Google this shit. Mir 5. Mir 4. Sorry. What is Mir 5? Boss AI? 1 month ago. Looks like an MMORPG. I have everything in Polish, so. Mir 5 NVIDIA. The world's first AI boss powered by NVIDIA Ace. What is that? What is that? Let's go 4K.
Welcome to Mir 5, the Mir series game
Looks a
introducing
bit like Monster
Asterion,
Hunter.
the world's first AI boss monster built with NVIDIA Ace. A script-based boss monster follows predictable patterns, regardless of who the opponents are. As a result, players can easily anticipate and counter the boss's attacks,
Okay.
making the encounter less exciting and reducing it to a tedious task to acquire items. But Asterion is no ordinary boss. Artificial intelligence enables Asterion to analyze the player's information, identify unique skills of each player, and determine who to attack first.
Sounds like bullshit. Don't you think? It sounds like bullshit a bit.
Asterion recalls past battles similar to the current situation. It then determines the most probable course of action to achieve victory. Asterion adapts, attacking with unpredictable patterns. It cannot be defeated twice with the same strategy. Welcome to Mir 5. Are you ready to face Asterion?
No, I'm not ready. Okay, Down. You said very smart things though. One of the most fun things about games overall is not their difficulty, but the fact that you can learn it. The fact that you can learn it. Total War as a game is not hard. Let's face it. Total War is not a hard game. It's very choosable, and it's very easy to outmaneuver AI. But overall, it's not even about the AI. The idea of the game is simple, and it's easy. It's an easy game. Very easy, in my opinion. Especially if you compare it to games like, let's say, Monster Hunter, Dark Souls, but let's move from action games. StarCraft. StarCraft is a way harder game. You need to think more. You need to react to more things at once. It's not turn-based. Other strategy games, Age of Empires, Age of Mythology. It's way harder game than Total War Warhammer. But with all games, I think the funnest aspect of it is not unpredictability of enemy, like they are advertising this Asterion or how it's called, but the fact that you can learn it and you can master it, which is the funnest. Johnny Alcon. W Enrisku chciałem tylko napisać, że kocham cię z całego serduszka za te setki godzin spędzone z Warhammerem 2 i trzymaj się cieplutko z całą rodzinką. Thank you very much. Johnny said that he loves me. It's in Polish. I wish the AI isn't so easy to choose sometimes. That's true, but I think the problem with the AI choosing is in the battles and unpredictability, because there are so many different units in Total War Warhammer 3 that is almost not possible for AI to adapt to every scenario. That's the difference, yeah? I can see it being like weighted to attack healers. Yeah, the Asterion monster learned that killing a healer is always win. I want to play against AI that increase in difficulty, where it's more strategic and reactive to players overstepping, but without it seeing the entire map. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. The problem right now with AI, and it's a fact with all the games right now, being honest, or most of the games, is that the AI, the difficulty of the AI in time is based on how many cheats it's getting. There are some games that make it that enemies has more attacks, more unpredictable stuff. The good example of it is Monster Hunter games. I had a fair amount of time in Monster Hunter World and Rise on Switch, and those games are very cool in a way that strong, higher tier monsters are not just hitting harder, but they have more unpredictable attacks, more patterns, more stuff that you need to learn about them. So, but the problem with Total War how do you make that AI behaves better in the battles? You would need to make that on easy difficulty it's stupid, like just tosses units or stop fighting or something like that. And that way you can make that it's not stupid anymore on higher difficulty, and you will feel that the difficulty is increasing. So I'm not a game designer, not big games. At least I designed one game so far, my own Whispers of the Isles, which I really recommend because we are on right now on 69 positive reviews with 84 rating on Steam, which is very good. So you can buy the game and thumbs up with a review for it. I recommend it. I think the problem with this AI is, again, to the thing that we talked about, is too many factors, too many things, too many situations that AI cannot predict, and the designers cannot predict. That's the thing. Then can make the AI beats all the players, but no one is gonna have fun. Not talking about Total Warhammer 3 AI or studios that cuts corners by giving them cheats. I think the problem, I would not call the cutting the corner for giving AI cheats. It's just very hard to design a good AI. That's the thing. There are a few good RPGs that lock enemy skills and tactics behind difficulty levels, which is a good way to go about it. Oh, which games? That's an interesting idea. That locks enemy skills and tactics. So the thing that we're talking, okay? Higher difficulty, enemies using new skills and abilities. Okay, I agree with that. For me, Warhammer 3 is fun when you're against the tide. I'm pressing all the AI buffs from SFO table to the max. Yeah, so this is the thing. Let's always remember, I know that people can be cocky about their skills in gaming. I'm not the best player. I will always say, I'm not the best player. I'm just not the best. I'm good in some games, but I will never be the best and never was the best. And I don't play Total War on Legendary difficulty even. Not because I would not manage it, but that's not fun for me. Total War is not the hard game. It's not the hardest game ever. And I think people that want to play it, they just want to have fun with it. That's it. I think Baldur's Gate gave enemies new abilities. They were locked behind difficulty levels. I don't know. I played on a VOD video. I made a nitpick about Baldur's Gate that on November last year I bought Baldur's Gate for the first time, and I finished the first act in like 40 hours. The game tired me so much. I played on normal difficulty because I don't like the combat. It's not that I felt it's hard. I don't like turn-based combat in games overall. It's just not my thing. And yeah. Sorry. I know the Baldur's Gate is a fantastic game, but I will probably never finish it. This game is just too big for me. Yeah, it's just not my jam. I really like the characters. I love the dialogues there, everything, but it's like, it's just too big. I want to do everything. I want to check everything. I want to talk with everyone. But after like 1-2 hour session per day, I was so tired. I was so freaking tired. So, the problem is the shortage of tech wizards. I told them back in the day, we shouldn't burn witches. Witches make curses. That's the comment of the day. Too big for me. He plays Skyrim. I played Skyrim in the times when I had time, okay? I played Skyrim in the time that I had time. In university. I was on the second year of journalism when Skyrim was released, 2011. Yeah, second year. I was on the second year of journalism. And this was like 5-year study. When you play Legendary, the AI has full access to all its enemy unit skills and has a bunch of new strategies. Okay, that's interesting. You didn't have kids above, but I was with my actual wife then already. She was my girlfriend at the time, and she's a gamer. My wife is a gamer, also, by the way. She's a gamer. So, more complex the game is, the bigger problem was with the AI, and this is actually, I think, where things like ChatGPT technology and so on can help. But time will tell if it does. I'm happy that CA is doing some changes here. I'm really wonder if they will do more stuff with patch 6.1 that should be nearby, I think. How many months just passed since the DLC release? 2-3 months already? We are missing an update, a major update, so 6.1. I used to love those kind of games too, but adulthood kinda prevents you from playing those. I never finished Skyrim. I finished Skyrim like 10 times. I'm not joking. I finished Skyrim like 10 times. I cleaned the game 10 times. I know every fucking stone in this game. I love Skyrim so much. And I finished the main story each time. I like the main story of Skyrim. I had it built out entire script, it worked. Oh yeah, I was modding Skyrim for a moment. Like a very brief moment. Not long. Not long. By the way, guys, did you saw the game that's called Tales of Iron 2? Because this is the game that I'm planning to make a video next week. It's quite loud. I know it's an entirely different topic, but this is the game that I'm planning to make a video next week about. What the fuck? It just died. I played the first game and I didn't make a video about it. I talked with the creators of the game. Or was it just the publisher? Doesn't matter. I received the game from publisher and I was like, you know what? I don't want to give a mediocre review of the game or something, because the first game was okay. I didn't finish it. It was just okay for me. Nothing that I had too much fun, being honest. I like the concept. I love the concept, but the gameplay was for me way too repetitive. The second game, on the other side, is looking way better. I received the key again from creators, and I said that this time, yes, I will make a video. I'm promising I'm making a video about it. So we can expect the video next week about this game. But von Karstein. Yeah, this is a Bad for Karstein game. Forged of the north, and as cold as the snow that shrouds these lands. This is one thing that I have to say about the first game. I love the narrator. This is the English Geralt voice. I don't know the name of his, but he was overused. Oh my god, he was overused in the first game. Oh my, he was really overused. How many hours I have in the first one? Tales. He was in Polish, so 4 hours, and I passed after 4 hours the game. And in 4 hours, I had half of the content done for the base game. It's quite short game, I would say, but it doesn't mean it's bad. I don't think that the game length is something. What the fuck is happening on here? I don't think the game length is that important. But yes. So, my Skyrim hours, I won't show it. Because 2 reasons. First of all, my first Skyrim version that I had was not on Steam. I didn't have the money. I was in university, I didn't have the money. So I have the most hours on Skyrim on non-Steam version. That's what I would say. This one is having 600, something like that. So not that much. Not everyone have money, okay? On university. Remember. I'm not proud of it, but then I bought the game. I'm always buying the game. If I always bought all the games that I didn't have the Steam version when I was young. Then I bought them when I had the money. So you're telling me there's a universe when Vanris swaps one of his children for a Skyrim mod? No, I will never do it. I love my sons. My sons are beautiful in a way that how they changed my life. I have like 1800 hours on Warhammer 3, and I swear half of it's testing mods and leaving it running in background. So claim. I don't know how many hours I have in total about Warhammer. Warhammer 3. 2000. but it's not played. I would say played of it. Oh my, it's like 300 maybe, 500 max played. Testing campaigns. I'm not called it played. I didn't. Warhammer 3 is the least game that I played. Warhammer 2 I played a lot. I think half of it is like actual playing. Actual playing at the evening and so on of Warhammer 2. Yeah, this is actual playing. Warhammer 1 I also played a lot. Yeah, I think most of this time will be playing. This one will be like a half actual playing. This one, 25%, not much. Are dev hours counted half playtime hours? No, because the testing of games doesn't take that much. You just launch it, check it, and then you go out. Yeah, it's not that often. So it's different. It's different. But so yes, I would say with Warhammer 3, 75% of these hours are just modding. This would be like a half hours is modding. It's in Polish, so it's game time here. And this one is 75% game time. For someone who says he wasn't a fan of Baldur's Gate, you still have it installed. Someone thinks he might to get back to it. Oh my god, okay. I may want to get back to it. Maybe. Yeah, I have it installed still. Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I have it. 41 hours. Act 1. I'm in Act 2. I'm in the tavern. I was in the tavern. I was talking with everyone. Last light tavern, something like that. Yeah, I have it installed because this is a form effect. I would like to play it someday again, but I won't. That's me. But yeah, definitely spend a ton of time modding. There's a lot of joy in seeing your mod execute correctly. Yeah. You know what is way more satisfying? Making own game. Making own game is way more fucking satisfying. Actually, I will say it. Making own game and seeing that people are so positive about it. 84% of the reviews are positive for our game. Makes me very joyful. This is actually makes me very happy. This making own game is way harder than modding, but it's more satisfying. Baldur's Gate is a mod that fast up experience gain and makes game faster if you can eat the completionist mindset. You know what? I have mods for Baldur's Gate. Let me tell you. I had Volation Cabinet. Another one. This is a script mod, yes. Loot auto seller, so it sells the scrap, like the garbage that not used anywhere. Mark book as read, and auto send food to camp. Yes, so those mods I had. This is all mods I had. I didn't highlight everything. Okay, this is not active, I think. Okay, but besides that, I didn't have any other mods installed in the game. Yeah, that's it. I don't have any other mods. Someone is writing to me. Sorry, I had a strange thing on Discord. I'll check it later. Yeah, my brain exploded. Nerd, if you were supporting Whispers of the Eyeless on Whispers of the Eyeless Patreon, then you have the key already, for sure. But remember one thing, the keys that you received for the game doesn't count to reviews, because if you look on the reviews here, we have 78 positive reviews. 78 exactly, not 69, because the rest of the reviews are from the keys that was received. So that if you were supporting Whispers on Patreon for Whispers, then you get the key there. If you did not get the key, then you need to contact me. Yes, indeed. I need to change the... You know what? Can I change the language? Where I can change the language? English. No, it doesn't change. It did not change. Okay, it changed. Okay. I want it to be English. Everything, so you can see. Very positive. The bullshit. Yeah, let me find out. You send me the email with the graphics. What more I can tell? Okay, enough of advertisement. Okay, let's summarize this thing with the AI. Seems that CA made that AI is less defensible, less defensive, and they also fixed the idleness bugs. Changes, I rank very positive. More like that, please. I will test it, probably on Twitter or something. I will let you know what I think about those changes, but besides that, everything seems very, very, very fine. Okay, I plan, as I'm not sick anymore, to have such modding and all checking other mods, or doing SFO stuff, streams from time to time, once a week at least. So yes, this is all for today's stream. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for being here, and remember that you can always support SFO Mod Team via Patreon. This is the best way to support this free content that we are doing for you. And I fare you a very nice weekend. Bye.